What's up, y'all? It's your boy, KevOnStage. You guys had questions? I have answers. First question, Kev, how do you know so much about Team Natural? I did this video called Natural Girls Be Like, and I didn't know hardly anything about natural hair. So I asked my friends Shari, Cherished, and Cheryl, who are all natural. They told me all the lingo, what it means. Then they told me to go to curlynikki.com and read FAQs and this and that and look at pictures. I really don't know that much about natural. I just throw out the same terms and make it seem like I know. I know curl patterns, type 4A, type 3A, 3B, 4B. See, I've been studying the pictures. Some mean tighter curls and all that stuff. Shrinkage is when you pull your hair or you get in the shower and your hair like goes and you pull it out, it's really longer. But that shrinkage will get you. Co-wash, you know, sulfate-free, pre-poo, all those terms I learned from my friends at curlynikki.com. So that's how I know so much. How long have you been married? Where did you meet your wife? How long did y'all date before getting married? I've been married 9 years. It'll be 10 years on June 26th. Thank God. I met my wife in high school, U.S. history, 11th grade. I was 16 years old. She was 16 years old. And we dated for, we started dating on May 15th, 2000. We really started dating on May 1st, 2000. But she said we weren't dating officially. So May 15th, 2000. And then we got married on June 26th, 2004. So we dated for 4 years. We were engaged for 1. Married for 10. So we've really been together for 14 years this year. And, okay, that's all that. Okay, how long have you been going to church? All my life. My very first memories are of church. Seriously, I remember my friends, family, Tuesday nights, all that stuff. All my first memories of fun was at church. Bethlehem Temple, El Paso, Texas. All my friends went to church. Everybody I knew went to church, except the people who went to school. Hey, Kev, what was your biggest concern, fear when you found out you were going to be a father? I didn't really have any fears. I really wanted kids. Like, I'm one of those people who wanted kids like women want kids. Like, I always dreamed of having 2 sons. And God saw fit to bless me because I pay my tithes to give to get 2 sons. Give my tithes. People always get mad. I really wasn't scared at all. I mean, once your wife's pregnant, you know you're going to have a baby eventually. So what the heck are you going to be afraid of? Either way, that baby's coming. But I guess my biggest fear was just messing up, man. Like, if the kid's a screw up and he says, hey, my dad was a screw up, that's on me. But then I realized as a parent, all you can really do is your very best. We don't know it all. I'm just realizing my parents didn't know it all. They just did what they thought was best. And that's all I'm doing. Loving my kids, hoping that I'm teaching them the right thing, and loving them so that if I mess up, they'll be like, man, my dad didn't know crap. But he sure loved us. Boy, did he love us. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? 7.3 pounds. What have you done to gain subscribers? You know, here's the key. Do what you love and record it. People always ask me, how do you do this? How do you do that? Do what you love to do and record it. Now, as far as to gain subscribers, when I first started YouTube, I had little to none, and I mean 0. I mean, I started this page with 0, and I didn't have a lot of Facebook friends. I didn't have a lot of YouTube friends. So my process was I shared the video with the friends I did have, and they shared it with their friends, and I shared it on Facebook, Twitter, and then I put KevOnStage all over the place so that if you follow me on a video, you would go find me on social networks, and then we could be friends. And then I just kept doing it consistently. I've been doing this for like, this is going on 3 years. You just keep doing it. You have a video that hits. Growing Up Black with Zay was my first video to hit. It took me from like 0 subscribers to like 5,000. And Zay moved on to Awesomeness TV, and then the rest was up to me. Like, Zay spotted me 5,000 followers. I went from like 100 to 5,000 thanks to Zay. And the rest just kept on going. So the key is to keep doing it over and over. Consistency is the key. Consistency and passion. For the love of God, what is that thing on the top of the Seattle picture? It's driving my OCD crazy. I just want to take it down because it doesn't belong there. This, let me put it right onto the camera so you can see close, and I'll try and refocus it. It's an angel. And Zay made this for me when he was in daycare, probably 4 years old. It was a Father's Day gift. And in my old car, I used to keep it on my gear shaft. But then I got a new car and the gear shaft is too big, so it doesn't fit. So ever since I got the new car, I put it up there. My dad has kept like all these little things we made for him. Like my sister made a Father's Day thing for him and all that, and he kept them. So I was like, I want to keep as much stuff as possible for when my kids are super old. So this is an angel that Zay made for me, and I'm not going to take it down because I want to keep it forever. I want to keep it until he's 35 years old and say, when you were a little boy, you made this for your daddy. And that's what I want to do. You should see my wall. It's just like growing. I'm going to just show you and then I'm going to reset the camera, okay? Here's my wall. Okay? Here's my fatherhood thing that I love that Zay made for me. My dad, I want to do stand-up comedy. I want to work hard just like my dad. I want to swim just like my dad. Someday I would like to walk in the footprints and be just like my dad. That's from 2012. Didn't seem that long ago, but that's going on 2 years, 2 Father's Days ago. This is a card they got me. It says, I'll always love you. I love you, Dad. This is JoJo's writing. See? It's a couple years ago. It's hard to focus this. That was JoJo writing his name. Okay? And now the reason I keep these, because he was like probably 2 or 3 at this time. So obviously he didn't know how to write. But this year's birthday card, he's 5. And look at his name. JoJo. Zay says I love you really hasn't got that much better. He's been cursed with bad handwriting like me. Here's JoJo's school ID. Here's a picture JoJo drew of me where I'm like my legs are long, and my sister-in-law works in early childhood development. She said when kids first start drawing, that's like how you look to them. You're all super tall, so that's how you look to them. And so that's that picture. There's another one he drew. Oh, you can't see that because the light's there. I mean, here's a picture of the boys at Turbo Fast with my wife. Like, I just like to keep the mementos. There's Zay's Little Rascals thing. Here's a behind every great dad is a great kid. So I'm a sucker for little memories. Okay, so that's why I keep them. Look at this one. This is from me and my wife. We were in high school. See, this is our original date, May 15, 2000. And we got this probably a year after we started dating. So this is 14 years old. And I'm never throwing it away. So now my angel's back up there. Now you know. Okay. How long have you been married? I asked that. Has your wife ever started twerking? Will you and Miss KevOnStage do more videos in the future? We plan to. I'll tell you why we haven't. I've been shooting fatherhood with my family. Liz is acting in it. So the Mondays that we're supposed to film, I've been shooting fatherhood. So once fatherhood is done, we'll have free Mondays again. We have plans to, but my wife is not. She doesn't like making videos like I do. So I can only do it, you know, when she wants to and when her hair is luxurious. So yes, we plan on doing it as soon as fatherhood's over. And I should be done filming it this week. So look for more in the future. What kind of video would you like to see most from Wifey and Hubster? You know, you guys just do your thing. Here's the thing about YouTube that I like. You guys wouldn't even believe some of the stuff I watch. I like watching people do what they like to make. So some of my favorite channels are Cinema Sins, where they make fun of movies, and I love movies. I like Comic Bro 119 because she talks about Game of Thrones. Obviously Awesomeness TV, where my kids are on. I watch Dashi, who's just like a quirky comedian. Timothy De La Ghetto. You know, I watch Road to Hollywood. I watch PewDiePie because he's like the #1 YouTuber, and I just like to see like what the heck he did to get so big. Ryan Higa, you know, Niga Higa, he is one of the best writers for YouTube on earth. Like, he has mastered making good videos in 5 minutes. I watch him. I watch D-Tricks because he has funny videos. So do you, and people will like what they find in you. You can't like please the masses in YouTube. Like, I make a lot of videos related to church and God and all that because that's part of who I am, a big part. So I can't like try to make videos, you know, like a lot of people make a lot of videos talking about ratchet stuff and fights, and I know that'll get a lot of views, but that's not really what interests me. So I just make videos about what interests me, and my advice to you is make videos about what's interesting to you, and hopefully people will find you. What happened to my take in the ladies' lounge? My take, once we did it on Tracy Edmonds' channel, and we got, you know, that season was over, we were doing it, we got paid to do it, so it was hard to do it for free once you had gotten used to being paid for it. It is one of the things that we want to do, but, you know, the Playmakers have been traveling a lot, and, you know, Anthony's kids moved down here, so our time isn't as free as it used to be. Ladies' Lounge, they just got tired. They just got full-time jobs. It was a great show, but they work full-time. It's hard for all four of them work full-time. So to come home after a long day's work and make a video, it's just got tiring and hard for them. Okay? What are your thoughts on abortions for women who didn't have a choice in the making of the baby? More so for younger girls who were taken advantage of. I just saw your video with Zay Zay and JoJo on the front page of MSN.com. Way to go. Thank you. Have you ever felt convicted after posting a video? Yes, and some videos I've taken down. Here's the thing. My brand of comedy is clean, but I push the line. Sometimes I push the line. I try to make fun of people in the nicest way possible. One time I posted a video of a girl singing, and the person, and it just sounded like she was a bad singer, but somebody was like, Kev, I work in speech therapy. I think she used to be deaf, you know, and she could tell that by her thinking. I was like, okay, my bad. Like, I'm not posting that. Then I posted a video about a lady who looked like she was like just slurring her words and stuff like that, and I made fun of that. And then somebody was like, Kev, she had like not a stroke, but like it was basically like a migraine that was so powerful that it was like a stroke. And I didn't know that at the time, took it down, you know. So I think very hard before I put my videos up. A lot of videos I know would get a lot of views, I don't put up because I don't feel comfortable. But yes, I feel convicted about posting videos, and I will take them down if the conviction is strong enough. Now, if it's my thoughts and you just don't agree, I won't post it down. But if I feel bad or people point out things that I didn't know and then I feel bad for the people, I will take it down. Are you happy or sad that Zay Zay and JoJo are growing up? You know, it's it's partly both. Like, that's why I keep my little angel for my Zay Zay to remind me of when they were young, you know. But, you know, you can't stop them from growing, you know. So you have to let them fly and be grown, you know. So as they grow, it's just like those little moments. Like, they were actually just sleeping in my office when I came to make this video, and I had to pick them up and put them in I just put them in my room because I'm talking loud and their bedroom's right there. I realized when I picked Zay Zay up, I'm not going to be able to pick him up that much longer. I'm holding him, he's like all the way, I can't do that, and he's heavy. So those moments, I feel bad. But then, like, watching them grow and their personalities develop and learn the things that you taught them, that is good. So you just enjoy it. I mean, your parenthood is you're just enjoying the journey, because I know one day they're going to get up and they're going to leave my house, and I'll never have them little again. That's why I keep pictures and reminders when they're young, and then we just watch them grow up. If I sent you some non-corny Christian hip-hop, would you listen to it? Sure. I give a lot of things a try. Maybe not a second try. If being a YouTuber didn't work out, what profession would you have done? Man, that's a great question. I don't know. Because working the 9-to-5 thing was literally driving me crazy. I don't necessarily consider myself a YouTuber. I don't know. I do make YouTube videos, but I consider myself an entertainer, and that's because my dreams and goals are like TV and movies. YouTube is just my platform. And if YouTube stays the same, I've always told myself, if I go big and crazy, I don't think I'll ever stop making YouTube videos, because this is how I got my start. They might go from these production, you know, and all my content to being check-in videos and talking with the fans, but I don't think I'll ever completely stop unless my schedule just doesn't permit it. But I mean, I'll have some time. I may not be able to do it once a day or once a week, but once a month, whatever. If I'm like super famous, hold me to that. If I'm not, I'll just keep doing this the way I'm at. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with this, doing stand-up comedy, promoting my... And here's the thing, like, I'm making Fatherhood my web series, and I'm going to have it for sale on my website. You know, I'm going to sell it at my comedy shows. In some instances, this is my TV. Like, I can't get on TV right now. I've auditioned. Zay Zay auditioned. We haven't got picked. You know, we pitched TV shows, they said no. So I said, look, man, I've got the ideas. I got a camera. I got, you know, I got a script writing software on here. I got a printer. If they won't give me my series, I will make it. And if that's my lot in life, I'm happy to do that. As long as I don't have to call somebody else boss and ask them when I can go on vacation, I'm happy with that. So yes, if you want to keep seeing me do this, when my web series and stuff comes out, purchase them, because that prevents me from having to go get a regular job. I can do what I love, or just watch it on YouTube, whatever you do. But just know, any way you support me, by buying a shirt, watching a video, buying a DVD, giving it to a friend, buying a card, all those ways make it easier for me to do this for a living. And this is my entertainment to you. So if nothing else, if you don't have any money, just keep watching the videos. That's all I ask. Share with a friend. And that's enough for me. How was Spider-Man? It was awful. It was terrible. It was one of the worst superhero movies I've ever seen, right up there with Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. So if you want to go see it and you think it's good, that's fine. I thought it was terrible. Best advice for an actor moving to LA. Save your money. Learn how to live on a very little, because you might not make a lot of money to start off, but you can make it. See how small you can get your life. Are you willing to wash clothes at a laundromat instead of at your house to save money? Are you willing to eat ramen noodles and sandwiches? A lot of the thing about LA is just sacrifice. How much are you willing to sacrifice for your goals? And not like sacrifice yourself or your morals, but I mean just like money-wise. You might be able to live off background work, but it ain't no glamorous life, So, and we've had those moments. It's like, it's ramen noodles tonight, spaghetti tomorrow, and noodles again. You know what I mean? But I'm willing to make that sacrifice because I don't want to go back to my regular job. Hey, Kev, can you say hi, Joan? Hi, Joan. How do you remain so strong in your faith? I'm a college student. I'm trying to remain faithful Christian, but it's very hard. Have any advice? Listen, without God, there is nothing. To me, without God and his son Jesus, who died for my sins, there is nothing else. And at the end of the day, that's all we're going to have in eternity, is heaven to rejoice with the Lord. So when things get bad, I try to just put them in perspective. At the end of the day, I'm alive. I have people who love me. Even if I'm sick, I'm alive. If I'm broke, I have something to eat. You know what I mean? I just always try to put things in perspective. Because generally, for us Americans, the worst day we have is somebody in another part of the world's best day. And also realizing that people that we think have it the best don't always have it the best. They might have a lot of money, but they don't necessarily have peace. I don't have a whole bunch of money, but I am very, very happy. I don't have a Range Rover or a Benz or fancy car or whatever, but I have a family who loves me. I have decent food to eat, and I have, people to share a life with. And if you can be content with those things, it helps put things in perspective. Why'd you stop doing sports highlights? I was enjoying those. I stopped because it was so hard and it took too much time to produce. I was doing well, but it was taking like 3 or 4 hours because the green screen and the pictures and editing on a green screen takes a whole bunch of time. And like I said, with Fatherhood and Zay Zay and JoJo being on Awesomeness TV season 2 and all the traveling, it was impossible to keep it up day to day. So I want to do it here and there on big stories, but I couldn't keep it up like every single day. Would you rather have fingers as toes or toes as fingers? Toes as fingers, because at least I can put my socks on and people don't gotta know that my toes are jacked up, like my toes are jacked up in real life. If I got toes on my hand, they're gonna be calling me toe boy. Like, look at old toe boy. And I'll be like, dang, I should have chose the other one. Are most of your fans women? Yes, 75% of my fans are women. I tried, sports thing was hopefully gonna get more male fans, but it didn't. And guys like to look at sports, fighting on YouTube, comedy, stuff like that. And also women will, I don't know, women generally are more supportive of entertainers. Like, even when we were in the play industry, women more likely will go and buy a ticket and want to take a picture with you than men. Men be like, oh, I'm cool. And the men that did come usually come with their woman. So it's very, unlikely that a man just comes by himself. So I want to get more male fans, but like male fans are fans of like Jenna Marbles, very good look, or LaToya Forever, good looking women with nice bodies and funny videos. That's the type of stuff, that men watch. And I don't have a gorgeous body. I'm not good looking. I have a fat stomach and stuff. So men don't want to stare up and look at me as much, but I have a lot of great men fans, male fans. I got Riddy Online, that's my boy in Canada. Wifey and Hubster, Mark's a man. I got, a lot of male fans, but I looked at the analytics and 75% of my fans are women. Why is everyone moving out of Cali to Texas? I didn't know that people were doing that. Kev, I want to know why you guys don't do church girl videos on YouTube anymore and all the other videos from the Playmakers. We actually are writing the next season of Black Church Girls right now. The reason it's slow for us on YouTube is because we're doing a lot of traveling. We were shooting Jason's Flawed, you know, so you can't do more than one huge project at a time. Flawed is now wrapped on shooting. It's went to editing, and we're focusing on this tour, you know, How to Laugh in a Black Church tour. And real quick while I'm on that, our next shows are May 15th in LA, May 16th in Phoenix, May 18th in Tucson, May 29th in Baltimore, May 30th in Connecticut, May 31st in New York City, and June 1st in Atlantic City. So once that's done, it's easier to focus on Black Church Girls. But that is on the radar. When do you, it's my last one because this video is long. When do you think it's appropriate to have the talk with young children? I don't think that the talk is something you do like when he's 7, I'm going to have this conversation with him. When he's 10, this is the call I got to take for Atlantic City. So hold on. What's up, bro? That just confirmed Atlantic City on June 1st at the Howard Johnson Atlantic City. Tickets will be available by Monday. I think I was talking about when's the right time to talk to your kids. Okay. And my feeling is that there's not a time that you set. It's not like when you're 10, I'm going to talk. When you're 15, we're going to have a series. Just have an open and consistent relationship with your kids. And as they grow in age, you'll tell them stuff. You ask questions. Like when our kids were very young and they started going to daycare, if anybody touches you in a place that makes you feel uncomfortable, you tell mommy and daddy. Even if it's somebody that's in our family, you will never get in trouble. You talk to us, you know, and then as they grow up, they start, you know, as they grow, we'll just continue to have a dialogue. So it's not like one day you sit down and talk. Because my parents who did that, they would have been missed me by mine. My mom asked me if I was a virgin when I was like 19, and I was like, a little late for this conversation. They never even had the conversation, didn't even talk to me about sex at all. And when she did, she was years late. Years. So, you know, that's my plan. Just continue to talk with my kids, let them know, you know, you can talk with mommy and daddy about this. You out there looking at them girls' booties? You looking at booty? What it make you feel like? You know, or whatever. So, yeah, but I'm not an appropriate father. I don't probably do things like most parents do them. I'm a little bit, unorthodox. But you know, hey, this video's gotten very long. I hope you watch it to the end because I made it for you. So I'll see you tomorrow. One more question I wanted to answer. Where did I meet Big Irish J and Lucas? I met Big Irish J doing stand-up comedy in Washington. I don't remember what club, but I met him in... It's my wife. Hello? I don't remember what club or whatever, but he had a funny joke. One of his opening jokes at the time was, "What's up, y'all? My name is Big Irish J. I'm 6'8". And I weighed too much, and I just thought that was hilarious. And then over the years, we became friends. I met Lucas when Big Irish J was like, man, we should do Ask an Asian. My roommate's Asian. So that's where I met him.
What's up, everybody? It's KevOnStage. Go subscribe to my YouTube page. Don't you be bitter. Just follow me on Twitter. What's up, everybody? It's KevOnStage. Go subscribe to my YouTube page.